folks. Welcome back to ENVC. I'm your host today, AT, or you can call me Aaron, whatever it is. Let me know in the comments below. It's okay. I'm okay with it all. It's good. But today, we got a special episode. Today, we are talking about one of the coolest shows that I was watching growing up as a kid. The second I laid eyes on this show, actually, I had a friend who actually showed me this show, and he was telling me all about it. So whenever he actually showed me the show, I instantly fell in love. So that is Avatar, The Last Airbender. Now, I know it's a bit of an old show, but it's okay. We're going to talk about it, especially since Netflix just kind of dropped the whole series on Netflix. So, hey, gives a lot of people an opportunity to watch it, right? So, I'm joined here today by my man, Toborts. Toborts, you in the building?
I am in the internet. What?
Whoa, he's everywhere, y'all. He's on your cell phones, your laptops, your tablets, your iPads, whatever you got. Your Apple Pen. It's all good. Well, anyways, yeah, we're here to talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender. Have you watched Avatar? Coworks our skin.
I have seen it. I've seen it before. When I was a little megabyte. Um, when I was a little megabyte, I remember watching it as a young one, and I remember it came out right around Easter time. They came out with like the Boy in the Iceberg episode. And I remember I watched it like 3 times in a row. Like I had it saved on DVR. I know that's like such an old thing now. Not a lot of people actually use DVR anymore. But I remember back in the day, like I used to save it on DVR, and I watched that same episode just waiting for more and more. And they said, "Oh, we're making more stuff. Like it'll come out in the next few weeks." It was something I looked forward to every time it came out.
Right, definitely. No, yeah, it was definitely an awesome show. Definitely a popular show. I think, in my opinion, this was like, see, there's actually a dispute about this, a debate about this show. Some people will call it anime, and some people won't call it anime. You know what I'm saying? But in my personal opinion, it's just a great show. I'm not really into the arguments of if it's an anime or a cartoon or whatever you want to call it. How do you feel? How do you take that?
Well, I think it's hard to tell. Like the thing is, some people on one side of the show are saying, well, it's not made by Japanese, so it's not anime. And so they call it something different. They call it North American anime.
Mm-hmm.
They call it American anime, something around the lines of that. And it's interesting the way they say that because anime really just means cartoon in
Right.
Japan, right? But it's not just anime as a cartoon, anime as a style of art. It's a style of drawing, right? There's cartoon shows that are in Japan that are not only anime like style.
Right.
So it's a style of format. The thing is, Avatar Last Airbender definitely has a lot of the style of anime. The problem is that people don't like about it is the fact that it's not made by Japanese. It's not like in the Japanese language, and then people have it subbed or dubbed or whatever you want to call it. But in my opinion, I would definitely call it anime because if you're saying only based upon the fact that it's the style of it, then it is.
Right, exactly. Yeah. No, I can definitely see where you're going with that one. And like I said, I don't really dabble into whether if it's an anime or a cartoon because to me it's just great, all in all. Um, I really love this show. All the books, they were all great. I like how they separated all the different seasons. Like, all right, this season we're in the Fire Nation. This season we're in the Water Nation. This season we're doing this. Pretty much that's how they separated it, and that's
And you know what? To bring up a good point that you just said, that TV shows and cartoons, they have a very different stigma in the United States. For instance, if you see Rugrats or Invader Zim or anything like that, Samurai Jack,
hmm
those are all cartoons, and they just keep going through season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4 until it eventually falls off. But
right,
the point of anime is it has an end goal. So if you
right,
see Cowboy Bebop, if you see Samurai Champloo, it all has an end date to it. Like, and they kind of think ahead already to where that end date is, and that's exactly what Avatar did. It had that end date of saying, "Hey, we're only doing 3 seasons. We're not going to push our luck. Just keep doing more and more constant seasons until eventually we get kicked off, like Friends or The Office.
Or for instance, like The Walking Dead. That's not even.
Exactly.
Okay. Have to toss that out there. I'm sorry. But yeah, that show is just entirely too long. And that's one thing, another thing I like about this show is that it's short and sweet. There's not too many episodes. It gets to the story. It tells a story in a great amount of episodes, kind of like a Full Metal Alchemist did. Full Metal Alchemist told a great story in just 65, 66 episodes or something like that. It was really,
I think Avatar is roughly 64 episodes as well, right? I
yeah.
think it's pretty
So
much 64 episodes. So it might be the same length of time as what Full Metal Alchemist is.
right, short and sweet, gets to the story, and we enjoyed it the entire ride. So
Well,
much.
what's your favorite season though? If you had to pick a season, like your favorite one?
Um, my favorite season is probably the last season whenever they're in the Fire Nation and you know, pretty much whenever they're pretty much fighting they fight the Fire Lord. That's pretty much my favorite season. You know.
I mean, I'm not going to dispute that that's not a bad season, of course. I think my favorite season would be season 2 because it has a lot of character growth,
Right.
and
True story.
it's got it also kind of reminds me of Star Wars, where if you talk about the original 3 Star Wars, the hero wins at the end of the first Star Wars, right? A New Hope, and
Right.
then Empire Strikes Back. It's ended in a sad way.
Right.
Like the whole the Rebel Republic, they're all ruined. Like they don't know what's going to happen, and the
Right.
audience is like, well, what's going to happen? Like Han Solo was taken away, and that's exactly what happened with the season 2, where Aang got shot by lightning,
Right.
and we don't know what's going to happen after that. It's just the worst time at all. Like Fire Nation conquered Ba Sing Se.
Yeah, but it was definitely cool. That was definitely a good season. You're absolutely right about that. But one of the main reasons why I like it, the third season, is because whenever they infiltrated the fire, the Fire Nation, and he was going to school and he was learning different things and stuff like that. I kind of like that part of it, so we could see how like Fire Nation lived and stuff like that. You know, things of that nature.
You know what? I definitely want to bring up something. One thing I really enjoyed in season 3, and I will say this happens a lot in other anime shows, is how they always have a episode where they kind of recall all the episodes and kind of sum it up for you in
Right.
one episode, kind of like a callback episode.
Right.
I think Avatar did a really great job with like the one episode with like the Ember Island players, and they kind of sum up all 3 seasons in like a play,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and they make it really funny. They make it really hilarious and everything, but
Right.
like it was a creative way of recapping all 3 seasons in like
Yeah,
one episode.
absolutely. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, no, that was definitely a great show. The movie wasn't so great, but that we'll talk about
Oh,
that.
don't ever the word no. I don't even want to talk about
If
that.
you guys like the movie or dislike the movie, please let us know in the comments below and give us your opinions and thoughts, please. But yeah, the movie was absolutely horrible. You know what I'm saying? But apparently, Netflix is coming out with a live action last Airbender. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, well, I mean, I will say I'm going to give them credit that when they created The Witcher, I was worried about it, but because it was a episodic thing rather than a TV show, or sorry, a movie, I'd say that I at least have more credit that they're going to do better on it because they'll be able to expand. The problem, like with the M. Night Shyamalan thing, is they crammed in 20 episodes in an hour and a half. And that's really hard to do, especially when you're starting off like a series. So if they're able to run it the same way, that'd be great. But I really hope that Netflix, they only do it like maybe 10 episodes for the first season type of thing, like hour-long episodes,
Right.
and not the entire series at the same time. Because if they do the entire series in like 10, 20 episodes, that's going to be really hard to pack everything into.
Exactly. But I'm thinking they're doing it well. From the looks of it, looks like they're doing a series. So I wouldn't expect them to just come out with one season. You know what I'm saying?
So we're going to be talking about book 1, Water. as the
Yeah,
first
we're
one, though.
probably gonna go through it like just how we did the actual show. More
Well,
than
I will
likely, I'm not
say
really
book
sure how they're gonna
one.
do it, but
Sorry, what were we saying?
I said I'm not really sure how they're gonna do it, but I'm pretty sure they'll break it down. Just because that it first of all, it's gonna bring them that you know that money. The view.
Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Like I'm looking forward to it. Definitely, I will definitely binge watch all of it. And I think we're gonna have another episode just talking about the Netflix show.
Right. Yeah, definitely. And I'm definitely down for that. And if anyone else would like us to do that whenever the show finally comes out or whenever it gets close to the time, please let us know in the comments below.
And you know what? I do have a question for you. What if you had to pick an element of any of the elements? Okay, you're not the Avatar. You're just like a regular dude that has one element. Okay, what would be the element of your choice?
Sheesh, that is kind of tough, man.
Of course, it's tough. We're on the show. You're on the spot.
I think I would be an earthbender for sure.
You know what?
I
It's
think I would
kind
be
of funny
an
you say that because I want to be an earthbender too.
Yeah, I think that's definitely one of the coolest. That and air bending, but I think earth bending is pretty cool, bro.
Why
Especially,
earthbending?
especially because, well, especially the way Toph uh is able to maneuver and listen to things and see with her earth bending. I think that's a cool aspect. Being able to bend metal, that's a cool aspect. Think about the things that you could do if you were able to bend metal. You're pretty much not,
Now, the thing is, we didn't even talk about, in which we're going to have another conversation later on about Legend of Korra, where they discovered lava bending.
uh,
We need to have another video about just that. That's an entire conversation just on its own.
I'm definitely down. But looks like we're gonna have to cut this up for right now and revisit some of these topics later. Toeborts, we appreciate you coming by as always, being in the room, being present, giving us your ones and zeros and all the good stuff that comes along with it.
Well, Tobors is happy to be here. Thank you very much for your time, Aaron, or AT. I'm not sure what to call you yet.
Hey, we're gonna figure it out. It's all good. Let us know in the comments below. Like I said, please don't forget to hit that bell. And please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you guys once again. This is ENVC. Peace.